1. Sucking venom from a snake bite. Movies often show heroes saving lives by cutting a snake bite and sucking out the venom. In reality, this does nothing to remove the poison and can make things worse by introducing bacteria into the wound or spreading venom into your mouth. The best move is to keep the victim calm, immobilize the bitten limb, and get medical help immediately. Time, not mouth suction, is the real lifesaver. 2. Drinking urine to survive in the desert. You might have heard that drinking your own urine can save you from dehydration. In truth, urine contains waste products and salts that will dehydrate you faster. In extreme heat, it can also raise your body temperature and strain your kidneys. If stranded, your best bet is to conserve sweat, find shade, and search for clean water, not recycle waste. 3. Rubbing frostbitten skin to warm it. Rubbing frostbitten areas seems logical to restore circulation, but it actually causes microscopic ice crystals in the tissues to shred cells, worsening the damage. Instead, frostbitten skin should be warmed gently with body heat or warm, not hot, water. Moving or massaging the area risks permanent injury or amputation. Slow, careful rewarming is key. 4. Playing dead to survive. All bear attacks. Play dead works in some bear encounters, but not all. It may help with grizzly bears defending territory or cubs, but against a predatory black bear, lying still makes you easier prey. For black bears, you should fight back aggressively, aiming for the face. Knowing your bear species and your situation can mean the difference between life and death. 5. Finding food. Before water. People often think finding food is top priority in survival situations. But you can survive weeks without food, while dehydration can kill in just days. Searching for food wastes precious energy and water reserves. In most survival scenarios, securing clean water and shelter from extreme weather should come before hunting or foraging. 6. Eating any plant animals. Eat. Just because a wild animal eats a plant doesn't mean it's safe for humans. Many animals have different digestive systems and tolerances for toxins. For example, deer can eat plants that are deadly to humans. Without proper plant identification skills, eating unknown vegetation can lead to poisoning or worse. 7. Swimming parallel to shore in all rip currents. The classic advice is to swim parallel to shore to escape a rip current, but this doesn't always apply. Not all rip currents flow straight out. Some move diagonally or in arcs. If you fight against the pull in the wrong direction, you'll exhaust yourself. Instead, focus on staying afloat, conserving energy, and letting the current carry you until it weakens. Then swim at an angle toward shore. 8. Fire means immediate rescue. While making a signal fire can help rescuers find you, it's not always the first step in a survival situation. In dry conditions, you could start a wildfire, putting yourself in more danger. Also, wasting time and energy building a fire before securing shelter or water can be deadly. Fire is a tool, not a magic rescue button. 9. Following birds to find water. The idea that birds lead you to water is unreliable. Birds may be flying toward food sources, nesting areas, or even the sea. Following them blindly wastes energy and could lead you farther from safety. Instead, look for terrain features like valleys or green vegetation, which are more reliable indicators of fresh water. 10. Boiling water makes it always safe to drink. Boiling water kills most pathogens, but it doesn't remove dangerous chemicals, heavy metals, or toxins. If water is contaminated with pollutants, like pesticides or industrial waste, boiling won't help. In some cases, it can even concentrate harmful substances. Filtration and purification are just as important as heat when it comes to making water safe. 11. Shelter always means a roof over your head. Many believe that shelter just means building something overhead to block rain or snow. In reality, your main goal is to preserve body heat and protect from wind. Sometimes, a low windbreak or insulating yourself with debris works better than a full roof. Building a big shelter can waste energy you should be saving. Think insulation and location before structure. 12. Eating snow for hydration. In a snowy wilderness, it's tempting to eat snow to quench thirst. But snow drastically lowers your body temperature, increasing your risk of hypothermia. Your body burns valuable energy, melting it internally. The smarter move is to melt snow first, using body heat in a container or near a fire before drinking. 13. Signaling a plane with a flashlight. Anytime. Pointing a flashlight at a plane might seem like a rescue signal, but at high altitudes the beam may not be visible, and in some areas it can be mistaken for something dangerous. Effective signaling relies on contrast and movement, like using a mirror during the day or making large ground signals in open areas. 14. Crossing ice. That looks thick. Clear ice might appear solid, but thickness varies even across small areas due to currents, springs, or temperature shifts. What's safe in one spot can be deadly just a few steps away. Always test ice with a pole before stepping forward, and avoid carrying heavy loads until you're certain it's at least 4 inches thick for a person's weight. 15. Following a river. Always leads to safety. Survival lore says following a river downstream will lead to civilization. While it sometimes works, rivers can take you through dangerous rapids, deep gorges, or remote wilderness with no exits. It's often better to study your surroundings, mark your trail, and choose a route that balances safety with potential human contact. 16. You can suck the air from a tire to survive. Some survival tips claim that if you're stranded with no air supply, you can breathe the air from a vehicle's tire. While it's true tires contain compressed air, that air can also contain harmful gases, moisture, and microscopic rubber particles. Inhaling it can irritate your lungs or even cause poisoning if the air is contaminated. Plus, the pressure drop when releasing it can be dangerous to your ears and sinuses. This trick is more likely to make you sick than save you. Always swim toward the shore in a flood. During a flash flood, instinct tells you to fight the current and head straight for land. But powerful water can sweep you into debris, trap you under obstacles, or sap your strength instantly. The safer method is to float on your back. Keep your feet pointed downstream to avoid head injury, and look for a calmer section to exit. Fighting the flow head-on often leads to exhaustion and drowning. 18. If you're lost, stay in one place. No matter what many survival manuals say, staying put is always safest, so rescuers can find you. While this is true in some situations, it's not universal. If you're in immediate danger from weather, predators, or unstable terrain, remaining in place can be deadly. In such cases, moving to a safer, more visible location, even a short distance, can increase your survival odds. Blindly following the stay put rule can trap you in a bad situation. A lightning-struck tree is safe shelter. Some believe that once a tree is hit by lightning, it won't be struck again. In truth, lightning can and often does strike the same spot twice, especially tall, isolated trees. Taking shelter under one during a storm puts you directly in harm's way. Instead, seek low ground away from lone trees or metal objects. Trusting this myth could make the next strike your last.